welcome back to Film Title. Today we'll talk about the most insane moments on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 1. Nicole. Nicole had always felt self-conscious about the shape of her neck and attempted to remain upbeat as she arranged an appointment with Dr. Sandra Lee. Nicole has several cysts beneath her skin in her neck area, which she attempts to conceal. Nicole confessed to the camera that she constantly is concerned about what others would say if they see her neck. Nicole attempted to wear clothing that covered her neck and wigs that were long enough to cover her neck to avoid drawing attention to how her neck looked. Nicole's social life has been hampered by the cysts on her neck. Nicole acknowledged that she doesn't go out often and that she's not happy because she's constantly concerned about the appearance of her neck. Her daughter, on the other hand, has been one of the driving forces behind her will to persevere. Nicole confessed that she tries to put on a brave face for her daughter's sake, but it's difficult at times since she's breaking on the inside. Nicole has visited a number of physicians in the past who have either encouraged her to adjust her diet or informed her that there was nothing they could do. Nicole had believed that Dr. Lee might assist her despite the fact that she has been turned down by a number of doctors. Lee quickly determined that the lumps on Nicole's neck were steatocystoma, which are cysts that form underneath the skin. Lee was concerned about how many she could handle since she knew she may become weary, and she also knew there was a limit to how much numbing cream she could apply on a patient. Nicole was fortunate in that she was a strong patient who wanted to get things done fast, and as a result, she chose to stay strong. Dr. Lee will be able to assist Nicole by removing all of the cysts, and Nicole was pleased with the outcome. Number 2. 5-pound fat mass. Dr. Pimple Popper went on a bursting spree in her holiday-themed TLC special to cap off a year of both in-person treatments and internet consultations. Owing to the coronavirus pandemic, Dr. Pimple Popper's season squeezings, which launched at 9 p.m. Monday, included the same lipoma, cyst, and blackhead action as prior videos and television episodes of Dr. Pimple Popper, but with a seasonal twist. Dr. Pimple Popper treated 7 patients with a variety of skin issues, such as lipomas and cysts during the hour-long episode. Marilyn, 76, had a 5-pound grapefruit-sized lipoma, or fat-filled mass, growing on her upper arm, and her treatment was perhaps her most eye-catching. A lipoma is a fat-filled growth that develops between the muscle layer and the skin layer of a person. Lipomas usually grow slowly and are modest, with a diameter of around 2 inches. A lipoma is usually not cancerous, but if it hurts or irritates the person who has it, a dermatologist can remove it. Marilyn said she generally holds Christmas celebrations at her home, but she hasn't in recent years due to the weight of the mass on her arm, which has been growing for 15 years. She can't lift huge pots and pans full of food to serve her family because of their weight, she added. Dr. Pimple Popper had Marilyn lie on her side with her lipoma-bearing arm facing the ceiling to remove the lipomas. Then Lee injected a numbing medication into it so Marilyn wouldn't feel the cut and pressure. The present moment when Dr. Pimple Popper cut through the lipoma center, a big lumpy yellow fat deposit emerged. It was so big that Lee compared it to Marilyn's 9th kid. Dr. Pimple Popper was able to draw most of the fat to the surface of the wound with her hands and scissors. Small parts, however, remained wedged under Marilyn's skin, requiring a little additional probing and chopping, according to Lee. It's been stuffed in there all comfy for a while, Lee remarked as she sliced away excess fat from the lipoma to allow her hand to pass through the incision. It'll take some effort on my part, but it will be worthwhile. Dr. Pimple Popper patched Marilyn's arm and sent her on her way to complete the therapy. Marilyn told Lee, tearfully, that she was looking forward to wearing short-sleeved shirts again and taking care of her family for Christmas. Number 3. 5-year-old growth. Dr. Pimple Popper treated the social media manager with a lipoma that had been growing for the past 5 years in the December 16 video. Because the entire video was zoomed in on the growth itself, it was unclear where the lipoma was on his body. A lipoma is a fat-filled growth that develops between the muscle layer and skin layer of a person. They form when a fat cell multiplies and creates its own little world beneath the skin, as Lee explained in the video. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did.